Next on deck with Tim Black.
Uncoupling their word, Comcast, MSNBC from NBC News. That means MSNBC has no resources at all. None. They're not going to be able to pay these people millions of dollars, Rachel Maddow, whatever she's making. NBC News is saying, we don't want you around. Why? Because NBC News' numbers, Lester Holt and the Today Show, are catastrophe because half the country equates NBC News with MSNBC, and they won't watch.
Hey, did you hear about MSNBC?
Just moments ago, Comcast announcing that it will spin off some key cable brands into a new, separate, and publicly traded company. Those include some of NBC Universal's TV brands people might recognize, like MSNBC, CNBC, USA, E, Sci-Fi.
They're going to spin off. They're going to spin off some key cable programs. Spin them off. Spin off. That means unload their ass. Yeah, I had a girlfriend back in the 80s. Didn't work out. I had to spin off. Spin off. Spin off means they're going to dump MSNBC and several other networks. They're going to bye-bye Johnson. That's right. All your greatest hits. Spinoff. Now that you know what spinoff means, it means get rid of, dump, liquidate, sell off, terminate, change ownership, sell it to the highest bidder, dump. But know this, MSNBC staffers are in a panic. They're freaking out, man. They're freaking out. Parent company Comcast plans to spin off the channel and possibly change its name. Guess what you don't do when things are going well? Come on now. You may not went to Harvard, but you've been fired before. That says you may not have been at Yale, but you know what it is to get kicked out of place. Everybody know what that's like. You know, when things are going well, what they don't do is spin off you. Yeah, they fight to keep you when things are going well. They want to give you more money, keep you on deck. That's what happens when things are going well. So obviously things are not going well. Yeah, things are not looking up for the MSNBC and CNBC. Panic engulfed MSNBC headquarters Wednesday after parent company Comcast confirmed a massive spinoff of its cable properties, with the top executive even suggesting the left-leaning network may be forced to change its name. Not only do they got to get rid of it, they got to call it something else. How do you know your brand is toast? Well, you got to change the name of the brand. That means all the equity that you built up is not enough to mitigate all the funk. Jesus Christ. Open a window in here. All the funk just coming off that brand. We talking Pigpen, baby. Woo! MSNBC star Rachel Maddow, Chris Jansen, and Katie Tur joined a tense 10 a.m. meeting at 30 Rock in Midtown, led by NBC Universal Chairman Mark Lazarus, who will lead in the new company, sources told the Post. Staffers fearing looming layoffs, not promotions, not upgrades, not raises. Layoffs. You know, like when your cousin Tommy be drinking too much, get all drunk and want to fight everybody, start remembering things from 30 years ago, bringing up old stuff. Lay off the liquor, Bobby. Jesus, that's why we don't ever come over you here. We're going to invite you nowhere, Bobby, because you won't lay off the liquor. Staff fears looming layoffs peppered him with questions about whether the network will need to change its name, logos, headquarters, after reports surfaced that the new entity could be cut off from the reporting muscle of NBC News. Everyone's in a panic because everything is up in the air. One MSNBC source told the Post. MSNBC to cut anchor's salary by $5 million. How much do you got to be making when you can get a $5 million cut? Sounds like Rachel Maddow or Joy Reid. Another insider close to the network added, people don't really know what's going on. They had the election. Holidays are coming up. People are tired and are just trying to get through. I take offense to this. You're tired. No, mofo, we tired of y'all. Listen to them talk like they regular people with regular jobs making regular money. People are just tired. They don't know what's going to happen. If you can get a cut, if you can get a $5 million cut, if somebody gave me $100,000 cut, I'd owe them money. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. TMI, Tim, TMI. I'm just keeping it real. Too many dummies come in my comments. How much are they paying you? Whenever they disagree with your ass on any topic, how much are they paying you? You better go see the white boys down the street, goofy. You ain't got to pay black people. You just do a carrot. Black people are so broke, you just wave a carrot at their ass. Guess what? You might be in a position and 10 black people run out the... People don't really know what's going on. They had the election. Holidays are coming up. People are tired and just trying to get through. Oh, MSNBC. They sound like good times. Good times every time you need a baby. Good times anytime you need a thrill. Good times anytime the Evans family. The MSNBC family. Not getting hustle. Keep your head over water. Making a way when you can. It was a layoff. Good times. Easy credit with both. Good times. Scratching and surviving. I'd like to know who would be featured in this, man. So Joy Reid is obviously going to be Bookman. That's a no-brainer. She's Bookman. Buffalo butt. And why am I overjoyed with someone's demise who's still going to be doing better than me? Because it's the comeuppance. Sometimes you get what you deserve, baby. Comcast announced Wednesday that MSNBC home to anchors Joy and Reid, Lawrence O'Donnell's skeleton, dead man walking. I swear, man, Lawrence O'Donnell is a skeleton. Joe Scarborough, the host of the Morning Joe show, expressed his anxieties during the program before the meeting, joking nervously on air. Damn, if only I had ethics like Tim Black, I could go down with the ship and just speak the truth. Now, he didn't say that. He said, we could all be fired a year from now. When this happens, you never know what's going to happen. To which co-host Mika Brzezinski said, or tomorrow. But I'm rich, biatch. So who cares? Everyone here I'm talking about is rich, baby. So no matter how much I laugh, make jokes at their expense, which I'm very happy to do. I'm really happy to do that, man. I take pride in roasting them. The fact of the matter is they're going to be rich well after this. They'll be just fine. It's my broke ass, your broke ass, all our broke asses, all of black, independent, new media, bunch of broke asses. Yeah. I mean, if you comparing, all of us put together ain't made as much as Tim Pool. Tim Pool sucks. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could put us all together. And one white guy who won't take off his hat. That's... Man, just maybe I'll just empty a vein right here on the show, man. Maybe that'll get people to watch the Tim Black show. Check it out, man. It's what it is. Okay, so people that are wondering, Tim Black, is this true? Yeah, it's true. Check it out.
Said you two were going to have to try to mend some cliche fences, and you two are going to go in there and you're going to try to tamp it down, because Comcast knew the next day they were going to announce that MSNBC is vapor.
Okay, now this is why. Remember when Mika Brzezinski and Joe Scarborough did a thing where they said they went to meet with Donald Trump?
Over the past week, Joe and I have heard from so many people, from political leaders to regular citizens, deeply dismayed by several of President-elect Trump's cabinet selections, and they are scared. Last Thursday, we expressed our own concerns on this broadcast and even said we would appreciate the opportunity to speak with the president-elect himself. On Friday, we were given the opportunity to do just that. Joe and I went to Mar-a-Lago to meet personally with President-elect Trump.
This is why they did it. It wasn't an epiphany. It was an order on high. Would you like to keep your job? You need to be viable with more of America than just the 1,500 people that watch you, normally. I'm gonna need you suckers to try to get some more audience. So go mend fences, kiss whatever you gotta kiss. Don't tell me about it. Keep it over there. But go down there and talk to them. So they did that. So that makes it even worse that the View was roasting them as if they just decided to do it, just yay.
That is a huge meteor story.
Why is it vapor? Just because they're spinning it off and putting them in they're spinning off a bunch of brands.
There's no spin-off.
There is. It's a spin-off company.
There's no spin-off. See, you buy the propaganda, Cuomo.
Oh, okay.
See what I mean about
I'm just saying
people?
What's being reported.
All right.
But what do you know?
Yeah, I know, but why would you believe what's being reported? You want the real story? Here it comes.
Please.
Roast his ass. Roast Cuomo. Roast him. And I don't even like Bill O'Reilly. That's another thing we need to get through, man. You got to understand, guys, I don't have to like somebody to agree with them. I'm a grown-ass man, dog. I don't disagree with somebody just because I don't rock with their politics. Man, this is not to everybody. But there's some people that are stuck on that. Man, do you want people to be real with you or not? If you just want to play in your silo and only mess with people you like, and only listen to people that you want to see mouth move, then you ain't going to ever have a real deal. Like, because the truth don't give a shit where it go. And you want truth, you got to be willing to rock with people that go and talk and listen and get information from other sources and people you may not want to listen to. Of course, Bill O'Reilly is a scumbag and a slithering, bigoted jackass and has been so for quite a long time. I ain't saying he isn't. All I'm saying is, we don't have to like you. If you told me there's some man-eating wolves right over the corner, I need to know if you're telling the truth. I think you're telling the truth. I'm going to go the other way. I'm not going to ignore your warning.
So they're uncoupling their word, Comcast, MSNBC from NBC News. That means MSNBC has no resources at all. None. They're not going to be able to pay these people millions of dollars, Rachel Maddow, whatever she's making. NBC News is saying, we don't want you around. Why? Because NBC News' numbers, Lester Holt and the Today Show, are catastrophe because half the country equates NBC News with MSNBC and they won't watch.
He's much better than Don Lemon. Don Lemon would never use such strong language. It's a catastrophe. They don't want you around. You suck. All right? You're stinking up the place, frankly. Get out of here. His Irish eyes are smiling. Either that or the liquor's talking. Go on, Bill.
Lester Holt and the Today Show are catastrophe because half the country equates NBC News with MSNBC and they won't watch. So NBC is desperately trying to save the mothership of information, and they have to throw MSNBC overboard. They're not putting anything into MSNBC. They want to sell it. So where's Georgie Soros now? Georgie's buying radio stations. You can get MSNBC for nothing. They'll give it to you. They don't.
Look at these two scared ass. Look at them. Look at Stephen A. Smith and Chris Cuomo. I would like to go on those programs if they ever have me back. Why is this guy saying these things? I'm not saying them. Notice my mouth is not moving. It's Billow saying these things. All of a sudden, Screaming A. Smith ain't got nothing to scream about. You can always tell who's got heart, man. Who don't. Look at these. Look at them. Look at him. He's quiet as a church mouse over there. Look at. I've never seen Stephen A. Smith so freaking silent. It's silent. Oh, silent night. Oh, holy night. All is calm.
I don't want any more of this. Why? Because it's hateful. Not because it's so far left. The whole NBC Comcast hierarchy is far left. But it's hateful. They hate Trump. They hate people who vote for Trump. Everybody knows that. And you know what's next? The View.
Woo!
ABC News is going to have to cut ties.
Hold on. Hold on. This is one of the most amazing pieces of footage I've covered in a while. I got to rewind that back, man. Just to hear it roll off his tongue. He's talking like me. Bill, you got to come on my show, man. Screw him. Where's the black person's going to talk like me and Bill? Where they at? Who? Don't say Draymond Green. He's the basketball player. I mean, regular people that do this. Who's going to talk bold like that? They got dreams. One day, maybe I could. What? One day you can do what? You lucky doing what you're doing right now is luck, dude. That's how I approach it. I'm lucky already. My dad worked construction his whole life. Okay, out in the sun. This is called an upgrade. So I'm privileged to sit on my ass and do this and avoid the sugar. So all I gotta do. Come on my show, Billo. All right, I gotta hear Billo one more time. Stick it to the View. He's gonna stick it to the View. This is music, baby.
Everybody knows that. And you know what's next? The View. ABC News is going to have to cut ties with The View. And you saw that today or yesterday when Sonny Hassen had to read a legal statement in the middle of a segment. The lawyers get Whoopi Goldberg's ear and it said, we're bringing a statement in on a teleprompter. She reads it. So it is over for these far left networks. Done, never coming back. Dracula's stake in the heart. Who benefits? NewsNation may, but CNN.
Scream. Sonny, you have a legal note.
I do have a legal note. Thank you, Whoopi. Matt Gaetz has long denied all allegations, calling the claims, quote, invented, and saying in a statement to ABC News that this false smear following a 3-year criminal investigation should be viewed with great skepticism. That DOJ investigation was closed with no charges being brought.
We'll be right back.
I love it.
Ropes too will probably get hard. Who benefits? NewsNation for these far left reads it. So she reads it. So it is over. In a statement and on a teleprompter, she reads it. Got in her get legal statement. ABC News is going to have to cut ties with The View. And you saw that today or yesterday when Sonny Hassen had to read a legal statement in the middle of a segment. The lawyers got in her, get Whoopi Goldberg's ear, and it said, we're bringing a statement in on a teleprompter. She reads it. So it is over for these far left networks. Done, never coming back. Dracula's stake in the heart.
He having too much fun, though. Billow's enjoying this almost as much as me. Give it up for that.
Who benefits? NewsNation may, but CNN, which is on the ropes too, will probably get some MSNBC viewers. Wow. There you go.
Nah. No MSNBC viewers. Look at these corny script. Look at this. This is embarrassing. Stephen A. Smith, Chris Cuomo, what are you so? Why is the poll up your asses?
What do you think of that? Well, I'm certainly not going to accuse him of not making sense.
Comcast said,
oh, man, that was lame of them. That was some of the most beautiful of all time clips. Bill O'Reilly, I'm sorry that you are surrounded by such pedestrians. My brother, come on down and rock it with the OGs, fam. Come on, Billo. Rock it with the OGs. You ain't even got to stop being a bigot. I'll take you like you are, man. I ain't got no problem with you being Archie Bunker. Just know I'm a teeth chipper. And I'm a habitual line stepper, and I will step all over your Irish ass. Okay, so if, hey, we can have fun laughing at these people. We can hit them with hard truths, because you're around a bunch of stiffs. Get away from Chris Cuomo and Stephen A. Screaming A. Smith. They can't deal with your level of honesty. They still have dreams, Billo. Stephen A. thinks he's going to become a major broadcaster and news guy. I don't know what he's doing. Man. I don't know what he thinks he's going to do. Chris Cuomo, his career is already over. He was over. He had the best job he was ever going to get at CNN, and he blew it. Trying to defend his brother. Then he blew it by being himself. Letting his stellar personality shine through. And I'm not even talking about the time Angela Rye said he disrespected her, made her cry. Not even on that. So it is what it is, Bello. Come on through.
Don't miss the Tim Black Show, Sundays through Fridays at 9:30 p.m. right here on YouTube. I'll see you next time.